Let's play with DerangedJay. Yep, you've guessed it, it's Simcity. What more can I say? Hey, actually I can say something. It looks like the server's up and we are actually able to do something. That's just brilliant. Okay, well, hats off to them. They've actually been able to fix their cities eventually. I think it took them an entire week after launching the title to actually get things up and running. And now that now that the servers are working, we are picking up all these other little nigglies or problems that's been popping up. And I've got to say, I was playing during the weekend, and after spending I don't know how many hours building up, I think it was 3 or 4 cities, I just realized that every time logging in, the buildings I was busy building either vanished or started reappearing after reloading the game again later on. So yeah, a bit of frustration set in, and I went on a rampage and wanted to get a refund and all of those lovely things. But you know what, the EA support staff, they work from a script, and their script tells them no one gets a refund. So yeah, but I think the news this morning that came out about the EA exec, I don't know if it was the executive of EA, CEO, whoever. Yeah, he got fired, or as they say in corporate speak, he decided to step aside, which is bullshit. He got fired. So obviously I think Simcity was the final nail in the coffin of EA's miserable near history. Yeah. Anyway, let's start a new city. What I hope is going to happen, I hope some of the problems I've been experiencing is going to pop up, because I doubt that the developers had enough time to actually go about and fix them. And then, yeah, you can see what's happening and you can decide, do you want to buy this title, or if you own it, that you are not the only sorry sap that's having the same shit as everyone else. Right, let's quickly find a nice location. There's not a lot of options here. There's not a lot. I've got 2 sets of 4 cities to choose from. 3 cities on a piece of island that looks like a bit of Cape Town. This one's got 5 cities, 1 great works. 7 cities, that's alright, but this is the map I had the problems on, so I'm a bit superstitious. I'm going to skip that one. 16 cities, 4 great works. Yeah, looks alright, but see, the problem is I don't think the areas actually work together. So this area over here will not influence that area over there. I could be wrong, but right now the inter-city play is already a bit buggy for me. We'll check how it is now. Maybe they made some updates. I think I'll just take Whitewater. I've played this one before a few times, and I think I had less issues with cities rolling back and all that sort of nonsense. So yeah, let's take this. We're gonna call this Derangeville. Derangeville. I'll make it private. I don't want any other people jumping in, and actually, you know what, anyway, I don't know, there's not much they can do. They can jump in, they can claim a few places, they can turn it into shit, but yeah. Sandbox mode. Okay, the reason why I take sandbox mode is you get 1 million simoleons, and like it says over here, all the buildings are unlocked, so I don't have to sit here and play or do a gazillion let's plays before I get access to everything, and I can show you everything. So let's go through with this one. Derangeville, private region, sandbox, go. Oh shit, I still need to choose a place here. Okay, this one's got coal and that. I want a place that's got nothing, because I'm going to make it my suburbia. There we go. Perfect. Claim. Claim the twain. The twain has been claimed. Alright, so far so good. Cities are up. Should I say the servers are up. We don't know about the cities. The cities disappear and roll back and disappear and roll back, and I'm gonna stop bitching any time now and actually do the let's play. Alright, okay, so my first gripe, and yes, I'm just gonna bitch a little bit more, is this. Take a look at this road cutting through the area that you're supposed to build in, which brings me to my second gripe. Look how small this fucking thing is. It's one screen size. That is your entire city that you're supposed to create. I remember the previous Simcities you'd be scrolling a bit to get from side to side. This one I can almost fit with my resolution. There's the border. Scroll a little bit to the right. There's the other border. There's the top border. Here's the bottom one. So that is your entire city right there. How the hell do you fit a city in that? You get towns. You get fucking villages that are bigger than this. Come on, man. Seriously. And you can't change it. You don't get bigger. That is all you've got. So this should have been called Sim Online DRM Microcities. That would have been a better description of this game. Anyway, a little bit of bitching aside. So I've seen that I've got my millions of modems. I'm gonna jump straight to high density avenues, because later on it's just a pain in the ass to just constantly upgrade your streets, which you are going to need to get higher density commercial, residential, and all the others. Okay, let's let me start off by showing you guys something that is actually nice with this one, and that would be circular. There you go, check that out. Circular roads, man. How do you like that? Circular high density street connecting. Let's get an avenue going. Ah, pfft. City bugging me. There we go. It's a lollipop. Okay. So the guidelines I do appreciate. Oh, man. Yeah, it's on the right setting. Why is it not working? The guidelines I do appreciate, because it actually just shows you what sort of spacing you need. Ah, but you see now. Check this guideline. It's probably because I placed my first circle like an idiot. Look at that. Oh, God. No comment. I'll just do it for the sake of this one. That looks massive. What am I doing? Just looks wrong. Looks really wrong. But anyway, we'll go with it for now. Put a high density street through there. The reason why I do this is I usually put my government building in the middle, try and raise the land value around there, and then hopefully get the guys to increase land value and density around that. It's a pipe dream, I know, because City will probably roll back before I'm done with that. Anyway, enough pitching once again. Commercial there. Let's get some. Might as well go for high density streets now and do some shapy shape roads. You see, now I'm not getting a guide here. So now I'm just doing this blindly. You check this. So how do I now? It's a brilliant idea, but there's no guides now. Let's just, oh damn, I placed it. Kill that. And if I go back to circular now, I'm going to have a problem doing any circular roads. Reason being, you check, no guides. No damn guides. And if I do a route here, let's just cut like that. Make a little pee coming out here. As such. Do circular again. Do we have guides? Do we have guides? No, we don't. Oh, there we go. Now it's popped up. And now you see what happens. No comments. Okay, circular. No, circular. Pop up. Circular. Circular. Surely these guys should pick up. I just selected circular and I want to make a circular around that one. Anytime. See how off-center that circle is now. That's probably because this thing is pointing skew. Anyway, you can see it does get a bit complicated if you don't build it. I mean, you can go about and build little blocky square avenues and things like you would expect in New York City, etc. But where's the fun in that? They gave us circles for a reason. I must be the only chop that struggles to. Anyway, I'm going to stop now. So let me just build a square around this thing. And we'll do some commercial and some residential mix between that. Let's make it all the way there. All the way there. Like that. And like that. Get some cross connections going so we get. Make it look like a spider web. There we go. Jeez, you guys are ambitious. Already moving in. I'm still busy fiddling around the roads here. What? Why can't I build there? Oh. It does look like a damn cobweb, doesn't it? Anyway. Right, so let's get some commercial around here. Probably don't need that much right now, but it does help with density if there's a lot of shops around. Okay. Water and electricity probably need some of that. Just a little bit of that. Okay, what I should have done when I started off was actually checking which way the wind's going. You can click on your industrial, you can see the wind is blowing that way. So if it blows that way, you are safer to build your commercial buildings and pollution creation buildings on this side of the map so that it doesn't blow over your cities and the people don't cough their lungs out. So let's quickly make a low density road going all the way down there, probably up to that point, and then coming back a bit, and then we'll put down some oil. Now if you didn't start with a sandbox mode, you would only be stuck with I think the wind power plant to start off with, and you have to increase population, do some, I can't remember, do some, or what is it? Increase population so that you can unlock certain things, unlock upgrades for your government buildings, and that will allow you to basically step by step unlock these things. But yeah, we're not going to struggle with that today. Here you've got to accept global crude oil because I don't have local oil. And you'll see once you put down a building, it doesn't necessarily start working immediately because you actually need Sims to be in your city, be available to work, and basically start working there. So they went for a bit more realism as far as that goes. Okay, and what you're seeing here is the red lines underneath the roads. It basically shows you that there's no power. With this Simcity, you don't need to go and construct power lines from the actual power station all the way to your buildings. It's basically there as far as your road network goes. So with the power and the water, which I also need to do now, you'll see once that starts pumping. Okay, let's just put that away from. I'm going to put my commercial stuff that side, so I don't want my water to get polluted. We'll just pop it down here. I think that'll be wasted space eventually, so yeah, just put it there. Zone some industrial as well. High density. Let's do the square roads this time. Another nice one. I enjoy this. Makes it easier. It doesn't like me. What the hell, man? Come on. There we go. Can't I build over the sea, please? Or river, or whatever that is? No, doesn't want to please you. Of course, you don't want these commercial buildings too close to your residential because it actually brings down the land value, and bringing down the land value means that yeah, you don't get rich Sims basically taking up that space. So that's a no-no. Okay, that's enough for now. I'm not going to build more commercial for there. And you'll see once you actually click on an area to zone it, it'll just give you one square, one building size there, and you actually have to press Control, and you'll see it selects an entire region when you do it like that. So instead of selecting one little block, it selects a region. Why is that? I didn't select that. Why? That's the presidential area. Leave it alone. Damn it. So yeah, this is the basics. I'm going to fast forward it here a bit so that we can actually get water and electricity going through your city, and then I'll show you how that... Oof, there goes my mouse. Power. See now it's showing yellow. Little electricity bubbles. Someone failed science, but anyway, bubbles of electricity going through here, and it's going to all the buildings. So each building pops out, automatically gets connected to the grid, and you don't have to worry about it, man. And the next one is water. I think it's working. Yeah, there we go. We'll see it running through the city. So it's got its own heartbeat here. So nothing more required there. And I'll just leave it running on fast forward for a little bit until some of these places are populated. Right, so the basic premise is the same as with the previous Simcity games, and by previous I mean the ones that came more than a decade ago. You know, you place down your zones, you put down your basic utilities, then you move on to essential services like your fire services, health, police, and then move on to education. You've got mass transit. The only thing they don't have with this one, which is surprising, is they don't have a subway or underground system. So everything with this one is overground, which I'm surprised with, unless knowing EA and Maxis, this is probably going to be some DLC in the future that you need to go and pay for. You know, you're actually going to have to pay to transport virtual citizens in a virtual world. No comments. Okay, you've got parks here that you can put down, which will obviously increase the land value as well, according to what you see here. So we can go for the highest or most expensive ones and try and raise the land value around here, and yeah, get some more get some more upper class Sims moving in, and then we'll probably just have to make some areas for the riffraff, for the, you know, common folk to stay at as well. A few trailer parks here on the side just for fun. Not that you can really build trailer parks, but they should have included that as an option. Yeah, so that is the basics. I'm actually going to end this tutorial now. Nothing has stopped working yet, but usually I have my fun when I actually close a city and open it up again, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to stop it for now. You can continue following in the next one, where I'll actually start doing a bit more than just the basics you're seeing here, looking at education, looking at multi-region, and if my city is still here when I get back, that is. If not, I'll record it and you can see it, and yeah, we won't pass judgment, will we? Alright guys, I'll be with you again. Ciao.